Hello, Wayne Roach. That is my name. Oh, piece of burning up. This is all right. Just leave that be. Too many matches. So, yes, I'm Wayne Roach. You're watching Wayne Roach Reads the Bible. Today we're going to read number 20 of Deuteronomy. When you go out to fight against your enemies, and you see chariots and horses in an army that outnumbers yours, do not be afraid of them. The Lord your God, who rescued you from Egypt, will be with you. Before you start fighting, a priest is to come forward and say to the army, Men of Israel, listen, today you is going into battle. Do not be afraid of your enemies or lose courage or panic. The Lord your God is going with you, and he will give you victory. Then the officers will address the men and say, Is there any man here who has just built a house, but has not yet dedicated it? If so, he is to go home. Otherwise, if he is killed in battle, someone else will dedicate his house. Is there any man here who has just planted a vineyard, but has not yet had the chance to harvest his grapes? If so, he is to go home. Otherwise, if he is killed in battle, someone else will enjoy the wine. Is there anyone here who is engaged to be married? If so, he is to go home. Otherwise, if he is killed in battle, someone else will marry the woman he is engaged to. Maybe me? Not me. The officers will also say to the men, Is there any man here who has lost his nerve and is afraid? If so, he is to go home. Otherwise, it will destroy the morale of the others. When the officers have finished speaking to the army leaders, are to be chosen for each unit. When you go to attack a city, first give its people a chance to surrender. If they open the gates and surrender, they are to become your slaves and do forced labour for you. But if the people of that city will not surrender, you choose to fight surrounded with your army. Then when the Lord your God lets you capture the city, kill every man in it. You may, however, take yourselves for yourselves the women, the children, the livestock and everything else in the city. You may use everything that belongs to your enemies. The Lord has given it to you. That is how you ought to deal with those cities that you are far away from the land you will settle in. But when you capture cities in the land that the Lord your God has given you, kill everyone. Completely destroy all the people, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, as the Lord ordered you to do. Kill them, so that they will not make you sin against the Lord by teaching you to do all the disgusting things that they do in the worship of their gods. When you are trying to capture a city, do not cut down its fruit trees, even though the siege lasts a long time. Eat the fruit, but do not destroy the trees. The trees are not your enemies. You may cut down the other trees and use them on the siege mounts until the city is captured. That is the end of 20. My name is Wayne Roach, and I am going to say good night. Good night.